Are you still struggling to get that first dev job? I was once there. In this video, I'm going to give you 4 practical examples of how you can use ChatGPT to land your first dev job in 2023. I'm David from GetToTheCode, and I'm not going to bore you with an introduction to ChatGPT because it's all over the internet and I assume you guys know it already. 4 things I'm going to talk about in this video are help with interview questions, give you some project ideas, help with syntax error, and also how to fix your errors. Let's go. So first up, we have technical questions in an interview. If you're wondering what the heck they're going to ask you, well, you come to the right place. You're going to use ChatGPT to fix this. They're going to ask you about technical things about, say, JavaScript or React. So say now if you want to prepare for these type of interviews, you can just ask, can you ask me a React technical question? So it's giving you that, and then you can ask another one. So you've been given these 2. You can ask for a lot more though. You can just rinse and repeat this process. But also say now, so question 1, what is the virtual DOM in React and why is it important? You can ask it, say if you didn't know the answer, you can ask it for the answer. And there we have it. That is the answer to the first question we asked about the virtual DOM, and it gives you all this information just like that. So if you remember these for your interview, you'll smash it. Okay, moving on to project ideas. You're gonna need to have a solid portfolio, 3 to 4 good, decent projects that you've built yourself that you can showcase to the employer. You need this because the employers need to know that you can actually code and you're competent enough for them to hire you. Say if you've done 1 or 2, maybe 2 or 3, and you're still struggling for that final one, the one that'll put you icing on the cake, well, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT right now to think of another one. So what you can do here, guys, is literally type in project ideas. So say if you were writing in React like I am, can you give me a project idea to write in React? And then you can pick one, say for example the budget tracker. You can ask it for more detail. Okay, so it's just giving you some requirements, and there it goes. There it is. This is how easy ChatGPT can be and how helpful it can be. You can just go off this and bash out all the requirements just like that. If you're like me and you're always forgetting the syntax, well, we're going to show you how you can use it for that. I tend to always understand the logic, sometimes, maybe not, but the syntax is the thing that I forget a lot, especially if you're using multiple languages. It's really hard to remember what is the syntax for this specific part. I do try and remember the main syntax, but literally it's impossible to remember everything. Don't be too hard yourself. Search it up and get some help. I'm going to show you how I use it to help with my syntax stuff. Say now if you wanted to update state in React, but you couldn't remember how to do it, you could literally just ask it. And wow, it's given you a full example of how to do it, not only the syntax for it, but also explain each individual bit of code, and it goes thoroughly in depth. And then say if you wanted to ask it how to pass props from a parent to a child in React, you just go for it. And there we have it. There is an absolute amazing description of how to pass props from a parent to a child component. And finally, have you ever been stuck on an error for hours? You've literally tried everything, you've been on it for like an hour or 2, you're still really stuck. Yeah, well, that's me every single day, every time I code. Maybe? You've looked through Stack Overflow, you've looked through Stack Overflow again, you've checked all the blog posts and you're still stuck. Yeah, fair enough. Well, don't throw in the towel just yet. Let's head over to ChatGPT right now to help you fix that error. Say now there's an error in your code, like for this example, and you don't know what's going on with it. It's really frustrating. You've been at it for like more than an hour and you're still stuck. So it's the internet. Use ChatGPT. Literally just copy your code, go to ChatGPT, ChatGPT has actually gone above and beyond. In this example, I was expecting it to only pick up on the open brackets here, but it's actually picked up a logic error that if the age is exactly 18, then it will still return this line, which is obviously incorrect. And then also it gives you the corrected code, which is super helpful. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. I really do hope that helps. More to come.